This video was due out several months ago, but due to illnesses and just generally a busy life, what you gonna do? But welcome to the Peninsula Papagayo and the Hyatt Andaz. Located on Costa Rica's Pacific coast, the Hyatt Andaz boasts several species of monkeys that make their home on the resort. These howler monkeys are awfully fun to watch, not so much fun to listen to at 3 a.m. outside your hotel room. Of course, one of the howler monkey's cousins like to make a stop at breakfast for some bread. The resort has pretty typical upscale fare, of course with the added bonus of the Andaz brand offering free snacks and non-alcoholic beverages. But in the room you'll find an upscale rainfall shower, as well as a nice patio overlooking the ocean. It wouldn't be a trip with my wife if she didn't drag me into something adventurous. I couldn't take videos during much of this because, well, I was trying to make sure that I came back home in one piece. But we did get a chance to take a rather strenuous hike with views of breathtaking waterfalls. Oh, and that rope you see? That's so you can basically drag yourself in near the waterfall, with the current trying to do the exact opposite to you. If you prefer a little bit more of a laid-back adventure, there is plenty of good snorkeling available also. You get to ride a little dinghy out into the harbor to board your main catamaran, and then you're off to see what you can find, including turtles as well as other various sea creatures. As luck would have it, the weather was windy and thus the seas a little rough to get a lot of good snorkeling in. We got to bounce along on the way back home and, the crew seemed to take special delight in watching all of us folks who are not from Costa Rica hold on for dear life. Now, once you're back at the resort, you're not necessarily stuck on the resort. This boat will take you across the bay to the Andaz's private island. To the surprise of no one, the 8-minute boat ride meant my wife made 5 new friends. One of the things we learned is that the Pacific Ocean seas tended to be pretty calm in the morning, but really got rougher as the wind picked up in the afternoon. So if you want to do any water activities, you better get them in early. And oh, by the way, the local wildlife makes an appearance on the island also. Now, you don't necessarily have to leave the resort to go to the private island to do water activities. They have a swimming area roped off, as well as some basic water sports and equipment that you can rent, so long as you are staying at the Hyatt Andaz. At the time of our staying at the Andaz, there were 3 main restaurants open. The main one in the center of the resort was known as Rio Bongo, and it was open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, And at the bottom of the steps from the restaurant were the large family pools. If you were worried about forgetting your sunscreen, well, don't worry, they have plenty. This is the Andaz's take on a food truck, but my wife swore by the coffee. At the far end of the resort was the fanciest restaurant, known as Ostra, and just below that, the adults-only pool. I found the beauty of the resort to really be evident at nighttime, with lights everywhere and everything so quiet. And there's no doubt it gets awfully quiet anytime after 7 or 8 p.m. Just some boats in the distance reminding you that there's an ocean out there somewhere. And of course, a stop at our favorite restaurant, Chow Piscow, wrapping up a wonderful 4 days at the Hyatt Andaz Papagayo.